Welcome back to the soccer pitch on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside my partner Sean Kobrin. We're just about ready for the kickoff of our match today between the Montgomery College Rockville Knights and the Catonsville Cardinals. So let's take a quick look at today's starting lineups. First for the Catonsville Cardinals.
Michael, we have a couple players up front for Catonsville that are the part of the defending national champion team, a couple sophomores, Morgan Vandenberg and Jenna Kilroy. They're really going to get the offense going. We talked about Asia Woodside in the open, but she received a red card in the last match, so she won't be starting today. In the back, Tiffany Yaus is the top defender on the team, and she's really going to be called on to stop Rockville's offense. And, of course, in the net, Lacey Bevilacqua trying to stop all of Rockville's shots.
All right, and now let's take a look at the starters for Montgomery College Rockville.
Well, we also talked about Lily Trujillo, who isn't getting the start today, but we do expect to see her. Starting in her place right now, Claudia Guzman, who's really come on the last few games, so we'll see if she can get a few shots early. One of the X factors for Rockville is Masha Rutherford, just someone who gets things done, and we'll probably be calling her name a lot today. And Julie Bowers leading the defense in the back in front of Ana Santiago, the keeper.
And our referees for today's match, our head referee out in the center of the field is Jerry Grimes. His assistant on one line is Avner Caldero, and the other assistant on the other out-of-bounds line is Emma Gunier. So those are our officials today, and we know Jerry Grimes. He's a veteran of Maryland JUCO, and I've been to a lot of games that he has reffed. He's an excellent ref, keeps things under control, very cool, calm, and collected out there.
You see he's a guy who's just really in control of every element of the game. We saw him talking to the timekeeper, just making sure that they knew all the elements of when to stop the clock, when to start. So I think we're in good hands today.
So those couple of changes to the starting lineups, Woodside for Catonsville, and even if only temporarily, Trujillo for Rockville. Those are significant changes to their normal starting lineups.
Absolutely. Those are respectively probably the two best offensive players on each team. We expect to see Trujillo and Woodside going to be a big factor in not being on the pitch for Catonsville.
Yeah, we expect to see Lily Trujillo later on here in the first half. And but we will not be seeing Asia Woodside at all. A red card means that she was penalized. It was a pretty severe penalty in the last game, so she will not be playing at all today. So there's the kickoff, and we're underway.
Michael, early on we'll see that Catonsville plays the 2-4-4. That's what a lot of teams are playing, either a 2-5 or a 2-4, and that means a lot of fast breaks as they try to get things started here up the field.
And there's Cashin taking it all the way in, and there's the sweeper, Julie Bowers, clearing it.
Rockville wearing their home whites and Catonsville in the cardinal red.
And Bowers went down hard, and she's slow getting up. She is a tough cookie. It looks like she fell on her shoulder. And that is not someone that Rockville can afford to lose.
Not at all, Michael. She is a great teammate. Was an offensive captain in high school, but Coach Wakeman telling us she always has her eye out for who's going to be the sweeper on the team. And she saw Bowers and saw the skill she had. She's this team sweeper, and she does a great job.
Powerful leg, as you can see. She gets it up to Julia. And there is Galworth, and it goes out. It'll be a throw-in for Catonsville. So Catonsville, the defending national champions. Quinona is putting the pressure on there.
And Rockville is trying to work on their skill and working in open space. Soccer is all about trying to get the ball in space and do something with it. Rockville has a lot of great one-on-one players and a lot of unselfish players. They really look to set each other up. 5 of the top 10 scorers in Maryland JUCO, and a lot of that is because they have so many assists as well. But a lot of it is because they pass the ball to each other's feet. And as you get further on in the season, as the competition gets stiffer, you have to learn to work in that open space, get the ball where you can make a play.
So Trujillo right back into the game, and that didn't take long.
No, and we'll see if Rockville's offense can get it going now.
And she's got the ball. She's very talented with her feet, very agile, glides on the field, really. You're going to enjoy watching her today. And both teams feeling each other out here a little bit. There's Katie Vivian running it down for Rockville. Galbraith But this Catonsville squad, this is no slouch here. These are the defending national champs. Tries to center it there. So in the early going, Catonsville putting a little more pressure on offensively than Rockville is used to.
And Michael, we saw it, Catonsville bringing their defenders almost up to the midfield line when they're on the attack side of the field. And you obviously want your defenders to be involved in the action. You don't want to give up anything long, but that's pretty far up the field, and that's part of the coaching philosophy for Clifford Walcott. He wants all 11 players involved as much as possible. Obviously not over-committing the defense, but committing them a lot further up the field than you would generally see in a soccer team.
Oh, he's all about attack, attack, attack. He told me he was a striker as a player. He loves to play the aggressive, attacking, offensive style. It's the same on the defensive end. They will bring back many of their offensive players into the defensive end.
Jenna Kilroy winning possession out near the far side. She's one of the best players on Catonsville's team and somebody who really gets them started. And here's Coach Walcott. We see he's in his first season at CCBC-Catonsville, but did a great job at Pilati High down in Laurel for a bunch of years.
And he also coaches a club team in Howard County, the Thunder Club team. And like I said, in his playing days, he was a striker.
Michael, we just saw Lena Orbe win a ball around midfield. We're going to see a lot of that. She's a forward, but her motor is constantly going.
There's
Here's
Trujillo. And good job there by Yaus. But Trujillo retains possession, centers it. Here comes Climaco. And it's loose there in the box, but
Masha Rutherford with not a very strong chance, but got some action going.
Here's Cabrera all the way up on the offensive end. Right now, Rockville with just 2 defenders back. And Bevilacqua comes way out of the net there, aggressively.
And that's one of Lena Orbe's best moves. A lot of the right-footed players will go down the sideline, draw defense to them, in this case the keeper, and try to get the ball to the middle to set up a teammate.
There's Bowers running it down. Looks like whatever was wrong with that shoulder is not bothering her at the moment.
And Michael, we'll see one of Bowers' greatest skills, and you can tell that she's an offensive player, is she gets the ball on her feet and she turns it back to the other side of the field very quickly, which is very hard to do, to be able to turn your body around, keep it under control, and find a teammate. You'll often hear players on the sideline yelling, "Turn, turn," when they have an offensive player with their back to their teammates, or in this case, defense. But Bowers always finds a way to turn.
Orbe controls it, kicks it ahead. Yaus runs it down for Catonsville. There's Quinones trying to get it to Beitka, but picked off by the Catonsville defense.
It looks like they're featuring Jenna Kilroy in this game, especially without Woodside. Kilroy's getting a lot of balls on the right side, looking to start the offense from the wing.
And that's the way they like to run it. And here we go. Here's Trujillo with a bit of an opening.
This is her strength. Look for a center pass.
She missed it. And Beitka could not get to it.
That was a really dangerous ball. That was a good possession for Rockville. One of those in-betweeners that really handcuffs a keeper. Do you go for the save because it's right across your goal mouth, or do you let it play out of bounds?
So the goal kick, not a particularly strong one. And there's Galbraith, wins the ball.
You know, Coach Wakeman is really, one of her philosophies is get to the ball first. And so far, Rockville 2-0 in 50-50 balls, the balls that are up for grabs in goal kicks and free kicks.
Good play by Vivian.